Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to use channels or how to actually understand how channels work in applied Energestics 2 or AE2. I'm playing on a ATM10 Modpack and let's get started. Right, so let me actually explain how channels work with this simple setup. Now, just before I get started, do not connect your channels to anything else rather than the ME controller. If you connect it to anything else, like a ME drive, your channels are going to be limited to 7, right? This is what I done in my previous episode. I made a mistake because I thought there's no limitation on a ME drive. That is not true. The only thing that you should connect your network to is the ME controller. The ME controller has no limitation and it supports up to 32 channels with the dense cable, okay? I'm going to explain the dense cable in a second. So this simple setup, right, as you can see, it has 6 chests and 1 double chest. The purpose of me doing this is if you actually look at the smart cable, now also just a reminder, you should always try to use the smart cables because the smart cables will help you debug and troubleshoot, right? As you can see, it tells you how many channels are being used. In this case, always look at the first cable. Do not look at the forward cables because as you can see, the forward I go or the further I go, as you can see, it says 3 channels, and that is not true because it uses 7, right? So always look on the first cable coming out of the ME controller. Right, so let me actually explain channeling. So as you can see, it uses 7 out of 8 channels, right? So as I said, the maximum, the amount of channels that a smart cable or basically anything else apart from a dense cable, right? The dense cable is the only one that supports 32 channels. So also I'm going to tell you what to do with smart cables because you're going to probably tell, okay, well then smart cables are probably useless. They're not useless, they're actually very, very important, and I'm going to explain how to use them in a second. Okay, so any channel, right, so in this case, as you can see, a storage bus is counted as 1 channel, right? And if you actually look on the double chest, it is also counted as 1 channel, right? So this is important that you try to maximize and try to be as efficient as possible. So you should only use double chests. Now you might ask, okay, how can I use double chests like in a setup like this? Well, all you have to do is literally just place chests like this, right? Chests can actually be any way you want, any direction you want. You can actually also do the storage buses from the top, right? So you can literally put on, let me actually demonstrate this. Let me just take a cable, right? So if I actually put a chest, actually you need to put a storage bus first. So if I put a storage bus first and then a chest, and then if I actually put a cable inside and I use my terminal, which I should have somewhere, it disappeared, okay. Right, so as you can see, the cable is right here and I can access it, right? I can also access a wood log, which is in that chest. So as you can see, everything is working fine. So as I said, it doesn't really matter. You can connect it any way you want. As long as it's touching the chest, it is absolutely fine, okay? So this also counts as 1 channel. For some reason, it actually counts less. Oh, because I destroyed this. Okay, that's fine. I was confused for a second. Right, so as I said, the connector or the storage bus, it basically is the channel, right? So it doesn't really matter how much chest you have. Even if you have like some extreme big chests, like maybe you have some modded chests, as long as it's 1 storage bus or 1 connector, which is the storage bus, so it's the same thing, basically counts as 1 channel, right? So now let me demonstrate how you should set up your networks so it's as efficient as possible and basically the best way possible. Right, so your example network should look something like this, right? So as you can see, I have dense cables, right? So the dense cables support up to 32 channels, which means this should be your leading cable of your network, right? So basically this is where you just put a cable in the middle, and then what you have to do is you have to use the smaller cables, so the smart cables, to just connect your network together. Right, and as you can see, everything is working. So if I actually open up my terminal, I can see all of my items, right? So for example, if I search diamond, as you can see, diamonds are there and I can access them easily, right? So this is how your network should be set up. You can obviously also connect ME drives. However, I don't really like to craft them because they're a bit easier to use, not gonna lie, but they don't really have the same storage potential, especially for modded Minecraft. I think you definitely need chests because chests store a lot of items, right? As you can see, if you're playing ATM10, you can actually get like diamond chests, and then you can also get stack upgrades, which means you're basically maximizing the amount of storage, right? So this is what I recommend to do. Right, I hope I helped you guys out. If you can subscribe to my channel, that'd be great, as I'm trying to grow my channel and I'm trying to grow subscribers as well. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to check my other content, and yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.